What's up?
What's up?
Who's that?
Some guy, some random stranger.
And notice he's not in his shop. He's somewhere new. But
And air conditioned.
and air conditioner, yeah. But we are finally working on Daniel's big boy. Getting everything ready for the base. Just kind of winging it. Don't really have a plan. All we know is we are going uphill. So we're just two rednecks with a saw and some wood and chopping away and
Making stuff up as we go.
making stuff up as we go. If it don't work, we tear it apart and go again. It's not rocket science.
What I think it is, we're gonna take this, we're gonna put the deer on this, the back leg. The deer's gonna be going uphill. It's gonna be at an angle. So the back leg will be attached to this board. And it's gonna continue, somehow, it's gonna continue up. So when we get that on there, we're gonna trim this board in some sort of a shape and make a rock formation or something.
I might have. Let's see what I got here. This is what I like, right? Like all this come with that.
Surprised I didn't have to buy anything. Might have walked man. Old. You gonna put these on? Huh? Put them in the corners.
Probably could get by with using the short ones, but I figure after so long, it's gonna.
Ow! You do.
Paint's fire on that, set that right there, that gray, I'll lose it here in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm looking for. All right, I'm gonna pick this up and pull them solid.
We're gonna, let me grab this other one. We're gonna have to compensate for the twist. Make sure these front legs.
Boy, this looks weird.
Huh?
I don't know.
Yeah, grab a hold of them. There you go. Get you some. So it won't be bad. And it's gonna be twisting. Kinda
Which
like
I
that.
know. Yeah.
I don't know that I wouldn't twist that side back a little bit.
You mean
Like
this
twist
way?
like that, yeah. Twist it that way and then have this coming out. I think that's gonna work better. Cause the head's gonna continue on around.
His head's probably gonna be.
His head's gonna be out. Yeah, it's a sneak, so it's gonna be out here, almost where my face is at. That'll put the legs really close to parallel, looking straight at him from the front, which I think would look nice.
So about right in there.
Yeah.
If you went to. Kind of wonder. Yeah, just, I'll go ahead and mark it.
Right there?
Yeah, that's where we had it. So. And we'll drill that wall or the hole out, that way we can angle it.
Yeah, we can always put it on that one hole. tonight.
That'll be bigger. That'll be funny.
You want
We need to hit forward.
Hello.
We got to attach this. Right there. Alright, so now we've got to, can you hold this? Well, we got Alright, I need to get, I'm just gonna put these in here temporary. Yeah, as long as I put them in my hand. Good. Really needs some like sitting like that.
Huh? So what?
I wonder if it was sitting still.
Yeah, man. I'm also thinking about, since we're gonna be making a bunch of ports all inside for phone to get in, I'm thinking about making a port here in an angle. So just in case.
To make sure there's no air bubbles or air pockets.
Yeah, just in case if you pour here that don't get it at everything, and then actually pour this way and do one more over
Yeah, I
there.
mean, it wouldn't hurt. Might as well hold it together anyway. In all honesty, the screws would probably hold the place long enough to get the skin on.
It
The skin
would.
would probably,
It would if we didn't have to alter it. That's the main, that's what.
yeah.
Well, that'll work.
Now,
So we have.
Lee wants to pour that down in there, it ain't gonna be able to help find those holes. gonna do this to kind of hold it in place. Yeah, whenever.
Keep the foam from leaving.
Yeah.
It is gonna try to.
So what is this right here? It's not actually molasses.
No, it's actually a 2-part foam.
I don't know what brand this is.
I don't either. We got it from James Taxidermy Supply. Any taxidermy supply companies actually sell it. Some of them has different density or
Say that again.
density.
Nope.
How do you say it?
Density?
Density.
There it is.
Got to hear it first. But 2 pound, 5 pound, 10 pound. Different places have different pounds. The higher the poundage, the harder the foam. So in other words, you're not going to be able to alter it much. It's going to get harder and harder and harder. So the softer it is, the easier it is to to alter, shave, cut, whatever you're going to do. But it really doesn't really matter which one, but you try to get it all in there. And it don't take long. As it start heating up. Since we got a lot of cavities for that to go in, we're gonna pour it kind of wet.
I'll have to forgive our camera videoing skills here. We're kind of all over the place, so I'm doing the best I can, try to show y'all what I feel like is sort of important, relevant.
So feel that. Yeah, it is starting
Yeah,
to
start to warm up.
We're just gonna go ahead and start pouring. See, it's already.
Yeah, start to blow up.
Is it going
Some
in?
of that other.
Is it going in on this side too?
Goes all 3 directions.
I think if we draw a line right down the spine, not a straight line, but just following the spine of it. Yeah.
Follow the spine, and then
And
make lines.
Make lines off of
Make
it.
lines coming off like that.
And that'll give us the ability of when we're turning it
Yeah.
to see straight.
Because we're gonna lose a lot of foam over here. We'll just have to add foam over here.
I should have given you this bit.
I just don't know. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. You ain't gonna have one on the whole side. Don't kid me. No hit nothing. Yeah, get you some. Is that it?
I went all the way through on that one. Sure did. Well, there she went.
That right there's perfect. Right there.
That's gonna be the only problem.
Well, that's just gonna blow it out anyway.
Well, yeah.
Should.
So,
I would think it would anyhow. It always normally does.
should, yeah. Won't matter if it don't get all up in there, we can get the plastic off of it, re-pour it. Once we get foam on it where it's stable, we can do another pour if we have to with a smooth, another wrap. It's gonna be freaking awesome looking at this twist done.
What do you think?
No, I think so. Oh, we're good.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, that's got a dang gum hole in it. Our hole ain't big enough.
Oh, just pour where you can. Make some more.
Well, we got a leak.
He relieved himself. He's made a scrape.
Is it holding?
It's stuck.
Good.
It ain't going over,
Okay. Look. Grip and grin.
Justin Roberts. I figured we're just gonna be a bunch of taxidermists working here. Might as well.
Yeah, we ought to have him over here, really.
Well, he said he wanted to come over when we mounted it. He said he probably wouldn't have time to. He said if we could arrange one day when we get ready to mount the deer, he said he'd like to come over and watch. So.
I wonder.
Hard to dump now. Just up under that plastic still a little wet.
A little bit right there, yeah.
What I would do is take this blade and run it.
Just kind of carve it off.
Yeah.
It should pretty much lay up against the side of the original floor. It's a little harder.
Yeah.
That's the corner of the leg, and I would say the corner of the leg be right in here on it.
front corner of the legs, you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What I'm thinking.
That's what I would cut off.
Cause that's gonna bring this down too, that's gonna get your,
Yeah.
this is gonna be real close here. Cause it's that humps up here, you're gonna lose probably a couple of inches of height. And then cut it off. Right in there somewhere. Cause that's a whole freaking leg, huh?
Yeah. Somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then if I want to, I'll spin it over. Faced up.
Oh,
Right.
that's in there.
Wood block. Probably need to cut that wood block.
Yeah, we
out.
just need to get rid of the wood probably, I'm sure. It's just gonna be in the way.
I don't know how close that ain't even close. That's what
It's
I
cause
would
this
say.
curves, just cause that curves back this way. There you go.
We just got somewhere in there. In case any of y'all was wondering what's holding these deer on the wall, that's it.
That is it. A little old bitty piece of wood. There ain't a whole lot of foam hanging on to it either.
Roll it. I'm gonna start from this cut we made here. I'm just gonna go this way. Give me something. They can go through somewhere.
Yeah. I ain't concerned about how much foam we have to put in the backside of it. 'Cause the good thing about this, the head's gonna be carrying so much weight. It would be nice to have. What's getting us is
I wouldn't
this.
mind.
This is what's getting us right here. I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that.
Well, I think that's what's hitting. See where there's a hole, there's a gap in between here. It's hitting on the top side just because of the shape of the form. You know what I mean? Like that, where this is hitting. I think if this was laid, what do you think? Or do you think we're close? We just need to cut that off.
Yeah, what we'll do is attach it, and then we'll come in and
Yeah.
shape that.
Turn it back towards you just a little bit. There you go. Open up that gap, like it needs to, it's gonna need to curve around. It's gonna need to be sort of like that right there. That's it. Yeah, just gonna start a hole and drive it all the way through. Sure, grunt.
Yeah.
It ain't gotta have threads, boys. Melt her like butter.
Let's make it work. Tell you what, hold it up. Let me get back and look at it. Right in there is gonna be, that's about right.
Gotta hold up.
Yep. Hang it on, stick a few screws in it, tack it in place.
Well, yeah. Wanna just double check. So, in that angle, one we can pull in.
A few of those give you enough holes to grab. And there's enough of a gap. We got about a half-inch gap in between their places on this side even. You ain't got any big old lag screws, do you?
No.
Which through that bore in there, you still have plenty of
I can do this too.
We'll go ahead and
Yeah.
We can finish a lot of it later.
I'll make it a whole lot easier. I do believe.
What makes it tough is that back side's open. Trying to leave it somewhat loose if possible. We'll go a couple more times.
Yeah, come up here.
Alright.
I'm gonna go screw it down here and then hand it to go up over the top of the neck up here. I'll crisscross it. Let's do this. Let's go across around this loop. And I'll do it again. Go across. Let's go do this.
Let's do that a couple times.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it kind of cross hatched down through here.
That way our bottom will hold.
This is going all the way through, right?
Yeah. But by the time it hits that gap,
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just play it by ear. Just make sure it don't overflow out of the cone.
but maybe. Who knows? Let's go with it. Let's go on.
Here it is.
That would make a mess anyhow. So.
come on.
Yeah.
I would think so. A little bit of heat in it. All that. Where'd you put it? Where'd you do that knife?
Which knife?
Oh, that one. You gonna use the spread on it? It's like icing a cake.
Yeah. It ain't gonna be perfect. It just needs to.
No, I want it perfect now. I want it to look good even without any skin. We might even make it one hair at a time, take all the hair off the cake.
Ooh, both.
we're gonna do this fiberglass.
Kyle,
without having to get fiberglass aluminum.
Yeah.
Plus you got infinite spot to your hair.
Exactly.
WD. You just have to be slow and steady whenever you're doing the screws, trying to get them back in the same hole.
It's that was it. It was the hole that was just, the screw was going in through. Rasp back side of that thing. It's probably about hard as a rock now. Ain't, I got this stuff smooth over here. Oh, man. Let me get some blankets for the nose.
You're right.
Get some clay against the front of the nose.
It's just gonna be.
It ain't like we can't fill it in with something.
Right.
Dead nuts. Looks like. Looks like it hurt. His face is off.
Poor little fella. Bottom side.
Probably gonna line it up with the top lip.
Yeah, both of them.
It's even up and down on your side.
Need a knife for you. Junior's gonna need a knife for you.
Well, I got this one.
Oh, you're gonna get one.
Yeah, so the way we got it dorsal cutted and everything, that table sets at such a good height. All we'll have to do is we'll have to pop the horns off first, and we'll be able to lay it on its back with its feet standing straight up, you know?
Yep.
And then you've got the relief cuts
Yeah.
in the legs. So, you know, us putting the clay inside the toes or the hooves.
We could do that. Did you go ahead and stitch the legs?
Yes, so you'll go ahead. It's best to just go ahead with it sitting there like that, and you can go ahead and stitch them and get that stitched. You know, do all four, and then with it already. Basically, what I did is, which mine was a little different because it was belly cut and cut down all fours. But with yours, whenever we do that, and we'll glue as we go. And once we get so far, we'll have the cake, we'll be able to pull down so much, and then we'll just glue it up.
Yeah.
Like to here, you know.
Pin it or whatever we need
And
to
then,
do.
yeah, and then we can do it all right there at the table, shoving everything down, get the bottom half
Yeah.
where it needs to be, and pin that, and then whatever up here we can pin. Then we can set it on.
Yeah.
On that.
Then you can
We-
put it up here. Which you could. I don't know how good it would be to stitch on the table.
Well,
Like down the back. It'd be hard to taxi the skin up until you got it put up here.
yeah, it's probably gonna be best to do it, I think.
Just have to get some ladders
On this. Well, I've got.
or get some scaffolding. It's gonna be.
I've got that ladder, and I've got two more like that too, or little step ladders too. But they'll go right over that. Be able to stand on the end or something.
I mean, it looks better than it looks better than I wanted it to look. I'll put it that way. I had in my mind kind of how I wanted it to look, and that
Looks nothing like what you had.
no, it looks nothing like what we started with. But definitely the way that I mean, like looking at it from right here where that back is twisted all the way around, you got that side twist, it comes up here, that neck twists on around. It's just,
Started with was it an upright?
yes,
It
it
was
was an
an
upright
upright
right turn
Yeah.
with a right twist in the torso.
And now we're,
And the legs, the way it was twisted, the legs were actually straight in line with each other. So now we've turned it left further than it was twisted to the right. So you've got the back right leg is stepping up, whereas that would have been the front leg stepping up. But what we've done now is we've got him coming uphill to the left. I mean, I'm telling you.
it's a full, it was 2 days, 2 days worth of work
Yeah, 2 full days.
with 2 people.
Yeah. It hadn't been quite as long a day today, but we did get started a little bit earlier. We got a lot done today. It took a long time to get all them, to get that torso twisted. That was the worst part.
Yeah, well, neither one of us has ever.
Well, knowing, having done it once now, I'm glad we didn't jack anything up. I mean, it turned out great considering. I mean, you know, if anybody watching this video, especially some of y'all seasoned taxidermists, we're not trying to sit here and show this video and act like this is how it's done and we know what we're doing. This is the first time I've ever even touched a full body mount. He's mounted one. He mounted one that's right over there that looks incredible, but it's a standing head up, you know, mount. So we just wanted to just try everything. You know, there's no better way to learn than to get in here and just tear it all to pieces. And we knew anything we messed up we could fix. But, you know, please don't think that the way we did this very well may not be the best way to have done this. If any of y'all have got any tips, advice, anything, just comment down below and just let us know.
Yeah,
Because
please comment, let us know.
and this is how we learned how to do this. You know,
Yeah, it's trial and error. It's just put your hands on it, and we're learning. I know you hear it all the time. We talk about learning every day. Don't matter how long you do this business.
Yeah. I've been mounting deer now almost 10 years.
And
I
you
mean,
learn something.
I mean, there's the last 2 days, everything we've done was new to me, just about. I mean, because you do things a different way than I do, and we're both good at what we do, but it's cool to be able to sit down and be like, you know what, like next time I try that, I want to try that. You know,
And
just,
then you get into doing something you ain't never done. Neither one of us.
yeah. And we're
And,
brainstorming, trying to figure out.
yeah.
And the cool thing is, you end up with this.
Yeah.
You know, it's like every time one of us would say something, it's like, well, this is what I was thinking. We got pen and paper. I mean, we got sketches all over the place where it was like, well, this is kind of what I had in mind. I'm like, well, what about this? And it's like, well, let's try that, or let's try this and that. And ended up with something better than probably either one of us ever could have imagined. And the skin ain't even on it yet. Like, I can tell you by looking at this form, this is going to be an incredible looking mount when it's done. I mean, just the symmetry's right.
Yeah, it's definitely turned out. I was going along with it the whole time, not really knowing.
We're just shooting from the hip. We're making stuff up as we went.
Yeah, I know what we started out with was the deer was going uphill and it was turned to the right, the head was turned to the right, and the body was curved to the right. Now we have
And the head was
total
straight
opposite.
up. Yeah, the head was straight up that came with it. We did away
This
with it.
is, so for y'all that don't know, this is a
Van Dyke.
Van Dyke's or McKenzie full body. The head and everything we did not use, the neck section. So these things that come, you can get them all in one piece, but it's actually cheaper to get them cut in halves.
Yeah.
It was cut right down the belly. So this was one piece, and then the head and every section is everything's off. So you get 1, 2, and 3. We did not use this section. We totally cut, done surgery, reconstructed all this. And this is a Ben Mears.
That's
full
a
snake.
that's a FSL WP 24.
Yeah.
Which 24 is just the neck measurement. So I mean, you have to, if you want to do a deer on one, you have to get that measurement. But that's a full sneak left wall pedestal, is what that form is. Turned into a deer easing up over what's going to be a hill. and with maybe a cedar tree rub, though. After standing back looking at it, we got a little bit of blank space right here, man. If we had a tree right there rub.
So I just come up.
Look.
I'm talking about the tree. If we come back, I know y'all can't see this.
We can adjust the
Let's
camera with
go,
that,
buddy.
too. Let's see what.
We're gonna kind of be,
Oh yeah, I can see it. We're in frame.
we're gonna be putting habitat basically going up like this. Y'all
Yeah,
see it?
and this is the bottom of this base is gonna be this size.
Yeah.
Down here with casters on it. And we're gonna basically build off of that, where we're gonna have the top part, this part's gonna be cut.
Yes.
First off. Yeah, we're gonna cut some of this out. And then the bottom part's gonna lead up to the top part. Go ahead, what you say?
So, as our stuff's all coming from the ground, going up on the angle, you know, like he's on the side of the hill. When we get to here, I don't know how much of this you're wanting to have. You talking about doing a cedar tree, but you know what it looked like where you killed him at, coming up that bank.
Yep.
And then all the grass
Right, like CRP.
next to that cedar tree. You can have all that grass.
see that?
and everything and stuff.
Yeah, see, that's what I was kind of thinking, is come up with a rock, just like it's on the side of it.
Or coming up with pea gravel.
Yeah, because we can do
We can go to the river, we can go
river
right down the
rock,
road and get pea gravel.
and then come up with that pea gravel, and then have the grass starting right here with a cedar tree in the grass, kind of up here on the mountain, up on the hill. You know what I mean? You could have it come up.
What you could do, you know how soft and ooey and gooey that bank was. We could do that coming all the way up with the pea gravel and sandy, muddy looking. Take some boots. Boot
Yeah.
prints.
That would be sweet. A couple buck tracks in there from his front feet. Man, that'd look good.
But it ain't mine, it's yours.
Oh man. I have a feeling we're gonna spend twice as long on the base as we did on the top,
That's
or
cool.
10 times as long. That's what's gonna be. That's gonna be fun.
We'll
coming
have,
up
it won't take, I won't say we'll have a day. We gotta get our mind straight on what,
We'll have to truly.
Everything
We'll have to
looks like.
design. Yeah, we'll have to actually truly design that.
but once we get everything wired and meshed in to where we can put our material on, create our, you know, our ground.
Yeah. And what would be fantastic, as cool as this thing looks. I mean, I've never been one to just walk around an entire deer, but I've never had a full body mount either. But as cool as this thing looks from the other side and from the back and from the front, if you could build this thing with that base displayed from every side, you know, that where they just kind of come up in a hump, because they're kind of like it come up, and these kind of come up here and then taper off. You know, but just design that whole thing where you could walk around that entire thing and look right. I tell you what I'd like to do right here. We could come in, we'll cut this, come in right here, and then come out like that, and have that rock coming up like this, and a little cut where it looks like a drainage coming down through it.
Yeah.
Like where he kind of stepped over a little drainage coming down between his legs. Just to add another bit of, wow, I ain't seen that yet.
And all this is another one of them we ain't never done type stuff.
No,
too, so.
no, so it's a good y'all can learn with us situation, because this whole thing is, I mean, it's kind of like, if y'all ever watched any of my videos about 3 years ago when I first started doing this, I ain't doing nothing like I used to do, nothing. And you can go back and you can look at any of those videos of how to do stuff, and some of it's very beneficial if you're first getting started, don't have any equipment, don't know what you're doing, and want to just try mounting deer. But I don't mount deer, I mean, it's like a whole different process than the way I used to do stuff. So this is kind of where we're at now with this. Like we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff that we try to do it again 5 years from now. We'll probably do the exact opposite, because we'll learn what did not work the first time. Kind of like cutting that body up. When we cut the wedges out of that, we should have alternated a little bit better between the cuts and cut across. Because I mean, obviously, if you cut like that, the body's not going to flex. So you got to cut like that. They have to mesh, and you end up with movement. But you know, we kind of looked at that a little bit online and seen a few little videos and stuff. But getting your hands on it and doing it is it's a little bit different.
This is actually a good video for a lot of y'all that are, you know, my channel or Daniel's channel that's learning to not be afraid to attempt something.
Yeah, just
Because-
grab the sawzall and go, and not. It don't take a whole lot of questions. Like if you're afraid you're gonna mess something up,
And that's just
You can
been
ask-
like that's just like mounting a regular shoulder mount. I mean, we're attempting something that's way beyond just a standard shoulder mount. Yeah, our measurements. You know, everything's got to flow for this thing to work. You know,
speaking of measurements,
so
I don't know that I may have shown this on the video. I know I've shown it on Facebook a few times.
oh well, there's another side of it. That we started.
Yeah, that right there.
Like, well,
you see how that turned out? Look at there. But there's our measurements. We took these measurements in Missouri.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, we took these measurements when I first got the deer, when we got him caked out. We got all these measurements written down. And I just made this perfectly accurate diagram as to what all our measurements were. So when we got this thing put together, what did the measurements end up being? It's 7.5 for the nose. This is 7.5, dead on. 66.5 nose to tail, and this one was what, 67.5?
I think we're at 67.5.
So an inch.
Yeah.
And then, obviously that's 24. And then we've got what, 20 here, and we measured what, a 21.5 or something like that?
I took the measurement. It was 21.5 or 22.
22.
Which actually was like 24. I think it ended up being 24 and 3/4 total. When we're saying 22, we're talking about the girth. So when we measured that in Missouri, we didn't have a tape with us. We obviously we skinned this thing out in the field.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
we
had to
packed this deer out. So
Yeah, we had to measure this thing at the cabin.
Yeah.
So all we did was lay him flat on the ground because of course you can't get a perfect girth measurement then. So we're already shooting for the stars by it's hard to get accurate measured that way. So we laid him flat and basically had to do a straight measurement for his girth. But we're close. I mean, we're fairly close. We're close enough for us to know that we can make it work.
yeah.
Uh,
This should be a nearly perfect
Y'all
shape
just-
of the deer.
Y'all just keep this video for sure in the back of your mind to know that if you're just starting out, I get so many, I'm not gonna say necessarily comments, I have had some comments, I've had a lot of messages and people call me wanting to know about, hey, what about this? And you can tell people are worried to death, and I know, and you know, when we first started out, we kind of had the same thing, kind of like you worry so much. If you worry so much,
Well, you say, what if this happens, or what if that happens, or what if, and you know, I mean, it's like with a shoulder mount, what I've been telling people lately is just don't put glue on it. I mean, the only way you can mess up a shoulder mount is to mount it and then let it dry. You know, but if you never glue it and you keep it misted with water out of a spray bottle, then all you gotta do is take it back apart and either reclay it or stick it back in the freezer and try again another day. Or, I mean, you don't have anything that's permanent at all if you've got a tanned hide until you decide to put glue on it. So I wish I had thought about that when I first started doing it, because you could practice over and over and over again with one cape. So as long as you practice, I'd highly suggest practice tanning deer, or practice your fleshing, your cleaning methods. Getting the cape completely ready to be mounted is the, I'm gonna say, the hardest part to learn and the most important part to learn going into that animal. Shane Smith is a huge advocate for that. He's big on your foundation. That's what Shane talks about a lot online with his classes, is your foundation is what's gonna make the mount. So if you ain't got that skin and that hide ready When you go to mount that deer, you're gonna run into more and more and more issues exponentially as you let it dry and as you try to finish it. If you spend the most time on preparation, then when you get ready to mount it, it ain't nothing but putting it together, putting glue on it, stitching it up, and it's gonna do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, don't say, well, maybe it's gonna work and throw glue on it.
Yeah, I did that a lot.
Yeah, test fit it as many times as you possibly can. If it ain't right, just take it off. You ain't even gotta do it that day. Throw it in the freezer or something, bring it back out, work on it when you're calmed down or whatever, you know.
Yeah, because you'll get excited, get nervous, and it's cool to be able to put your first deer together and see that you've got a deer mounted that you made, and it don't even have to look good. The first one I ever did looked horrible. I was like, I can't believe, like I have a deer head with my antlers on it, and it's a deer mount, you know. But it don't take too much longer to get everything just right, and if you'll spend a few days, you know, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, instead of like I did, just throwing it together and hoping for the best.
Yeah, it typically ends out, you end up getting mad and frustrated at yourself. And then,
That's the number one reason why I wanted to come over here and do this at your house. We even talked about it. When I killed this deer, I told him the second he walked up, and I've been sitting there thinking about it, because they was still hunting, I was just sitting there looking at my deer. I was sitting there thinking about it, I was like, man, I'm gonna full body mount this thing. And I told him, I said, just cause you invited me on the trip, like I wanna pay you, and we're gonna mount this thing. You know what I mean? We're gonna do this. But the advantage is, having not ever done it before, the more people you get involved, everybody knows something that the other people don't know. I mean, that's just a fact. And not just that, but everybody is good at something that the other person's not as good at, or talented in a way the other person never will be. You know, so rather than being like, no, like I ain't telling nobody nothing, I'm doing this myself, I'm taking all the credit. Like for me to get a beautiful, like what I want to have out of this deer, like I've got a lot of deer mounted in my house, and all they are is a progression of my taxidermy learning years. Like I've got deer that look straight like garbage all the way up until the last couple that I've done that look pretty good. And the ones I do for myself this year are gonna be the best ones I've got in my house, best looking one. And like I wanted this one to be something special. And to do that, I needed him looking at it and me looking at it and us waiting a minute instead of saying, you know what, we gotta try to get this done, it's getting late. It's like, no, let's get a piece of paper, let's get some measurements, let's get some calipers, let's get some rulers, you know, and let's take some measurements, let's make some plans, and let's do this right once. And like I said, I mean, we hit a few bumps, but I mean, in 2 days to get done what we got done, having never done it before, I'm very happy with the results we've gotten so far, and I hope the cake goes on as nicely as we think it's going to. But I've got enough confidence in our measurements that I think we're gonna make it work.
I'm just gonna go ahead and accept that we're gonna run into issues, and just if we do, if we do, I'm not.
I mean, that's it. The anatomy of a deer is not the anatomy of this deer.
Yeah.
But the measurements are going to be real close. And you know, whatever isn't, it's like we said before. I mean, you got a cape. The deer has to be the size of that cape. This right here, everything on it can be changed. So we got foam, we got Bondo, we got epoxy, we got modeling clay. And I don't care. We got a Sawzall, knives.
If something was to happen and we had to shorten this thing up, which it doesn't matter. If we had to shorten this whole length up, I mean, we simply just
now he's done. Chop him in half, take a piece out, put it back together. And it'll be just fine.
I think the mountain part will go good, especially if Justin's here.
Having
That's
another
weird.
set of hands.
That's weird saying that name.
Yeah,
because it's my name.
Yeah,
But if he's here, which he's wanting to be, I'm sure he'll be here. So
Justin's the one who's talking about. That's got the gripping grin taxidermy. Yeah, he's up here in North Alabama too, out in where's he at? Red Bay. Out that way.
Yeah.
And he does great work. He just does it on the side some, works does it kind of part time. He's got a full time job, he does something else, but he does excellent work too. And I met Justin, I guess it's been at least 2 years ago now. I think he came out to my house one time and did a little class with me, and we talked, and ate, and actually become pretty good friends now. He's a really nice guy, got a really nice family. nice wife, and you got what, one baby?
I think so, yeah, I think it's a little boy. If I'm mistaken. He chased him around at the convention, or the,
ATA show,
ATA
Taxidermy
show,
Association show.
yeah.
But he's wanting to, he told me the second I decided I was gonna do this, he said he wanted to come over, he wanted to be here when we mounted it. So, you will come over here and help, you're more than welcome to. He said, I'd love it. So we talked to him today, and the second that we can get all three of us a day where we can do it, we're gonna try to do it. Cape's ready,
Yeah,
pretty much. Cape's ready, it just has to be thinned.
and I'm ready. I don't know what he's waiting on.
I've got a life.
I'm ready to go.
I have important things that I have to do. I'm an adult. I have responsibilities.
I got a kid.
I ain't got the only one.
I got two of them.
Yeah, I'm the only one that ain't got no children. I gotta go home babysit my wife. She's cut half her finger off just about it. At home trimming, trying to trim the shrubs while we're in here working. And I'm talking about took a chunk out of her finger with hedge clippers. And I'm talking about electric hedge, not like loppers, like hedge. I'm assuming she went to pick it up or something.
I hope she watches this, and in case you do, just to let you know, them things is made to cut hedges, not your fingers.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. But I guess she'll be fine.
Oh yeah, you don't.
You know they give her some good medicine.
You can lose a finger too and be alright.
Yeah, we both might.
Be alright. You may up here.
Yeah, right.